I mentioned Tarantino earlier, the Coen brothers. These are all movies with a bit of a, they tend to make movies with a heightened tone and a sense of humor that makes me laugh, even though it's not, the most obvious comedy. And usually in that comedy is getting at something, getting at some kind of point. But I would say probably the biggest influences on me as far as filmmakers were the filmmakers that I've been fortunate enough to work with. Because that's how I learned how to do it, was watching other people do it over and over again on all sorts of different sets. I told Christopher Nolan I was going to direct a movie, and he was so supportive and encouraging, and I can't tell you how much that meant to me. Just to have him subtly say, like, yeah, I think you could do that, meant the world to me. And he would relay to me little things that he had learned, mostly of a fairly technical nature. Because the funny thing about directing a movie is, while on the one hand it is like a beautiful romantic, enterprise where you're taking something out of your head and making it real, there's also a lot of kind of mundane and technical and logistical things to get through, and that stuff is very important to the process. And Chris is excellent at that stuff, and so he would just relay to me little bits of advice about things like that. Another guy is Rian Johnson, who wrote and directed Lupin and Brick, that Ron also produced those movies. And besides introducing me to Ron, which was probably the most important thing that Ryan did for this movie, Ryan was the first guy I sent the script to. When I very first had my first finished draft of it, I sent it to Ryan as I asked him to read it first. And when he told me that, hey, I think you have something here, I think this is going to be good, that really set me on a path. Like, okay, I wasn't just kidding myself, I'm going to follow through on this, we're going to make a movie. And that's, and he was with me throughout the process. I would talk with Ryan. He saw several cuts of the movie during the editing process and would give me really valuable feedback. And him along with a bunch of other filmmakers that I worked with, Spencer Susser, John Levine. I'm gonna fail to think of other names right now, but yeah, I'd say that the filmmakers that I've worked with have been the biggest influence.
Thank you.